That's a large request. Wait, there's someone ahead.
Shall we walk together?
Who are you?
I am White Crow. A guardian of the Abyss, if you will.
Abyss?
You can call it the Cradle of Providence. It serves as a bridge between Providence and the world.
Is there a reason you waited for me?
Aliston wishes to repay the kindness shown to him. Have you ever imagined flying? I hope you are not easily frightened.
Are you telling me to jump from here?
Don't worry. It's only one step.
Well, that step better not lead to the afterlife.
Seems as if he can't afford proper banquet attire. Seems more sword-swinging fools are running about by the day.
No one wins at the gambling tables. There's only losers like yourself!
Nothing left in my stores but rats.
Oh! Ah! Please, some food. Marius? Ah, Cliff. Thought I'd never see you again. You're alive. But your leg.
I'm just glad I'm still breathing.
And what of the others?
We've scattered in all directions.
Everyone. Unka, Naira, Jan.
Yes, but I'm sure they're well alive out there.
Those fools fell for it. See how heavy this purse is? Marius, what's wrong?
It's best not to draw attention. The black bears are on our tail. Right, and Russo's here too. Carried me on his back all the way here. He's still searching for the artifacts. Once a grey mane, always a grey mane.
Where are you staying, Marius?
In this corner of the street. Got some nice neighbors to keep me company.
I'm sorry. I'll look for a decent place.
Don't push yourself too hard, Cliff. I mean it. I've gotten used to my life here.
Marius, I need to find my comrades a home.
Have you heard? They say Greymane's here in Hanand. You catch sight of one.
Pardon
Bring
me.
them to
I'm looking for my comrades. Greymanes. Seen any?
Captain, I think a Greymane's gone and found us.
How much was Muirden's bounty again?
2 gold pieces.
Is your life worth so little?
Enough. Forgive my men. They may have given the wrong impression. You may call me Matthias. Oh, I've always wanted to test my skills against a Greymane. What say you? You're here, standing before me. What reason have you to refuse my challenge?
None that I can think of.
Ah, so it's true. Greymanes never run from a fight. I've heard the lengths you'll go for the sake of your mission. You seek radiant fragments that fall from the sky. Is that right?
What's it to you?
Oh, mere curiosity. Now, to arms! No further destruction, I assure you. Do your worst, Greymane! They say Raiden's finest swordsman is a Greymane. It was an honor to join.
That was a good bout.
Anand is home to many mighty warriors. One cleaved an ox's horn without his blade ever touching it. Just a warning to a worthy opponent.
I'll keep that in mind.
Incredible. You really are the esteemed Greymane. It appears the clucking of house hens held a kernel of truth. I'm Barden Midler, the man responsible for keeping peace in Hernand. Come, walk with me, would you?
Do you know me?
The glory of the Greymanes is known throughout Hernand. Pardon my presumptuousness, but I have come with an urgent request.
Go ahead.
Not long ago, a boulder fell from the sky and crushed a farmhouse. We're calling it a sky boulder, considering its origins. Shortly after, brigands appeared, utilizing a peculiar form of trickery. They employ a red smoke that bewitches the senses. So I beseech you, will you capture them and reveal their identities?
I have my own mission, seeking out my Greymane comrades. I'll do what I can to help, but make no promises.
That's more than enough. Until we meet again.
Fire's getting worse.
Still people inside. The house is about to collapse.
Great Solomon! Save us!
Vile scum! To do such a despicable thing.
There are still souls trapped within!
How many?
Oh, run, flee, all hope is lost.
Three people! Will you help us?
Without aid, they'll all die.
How can anyone get to them?
Please help!
The fire is spreading. No! We must save them!
No, you fool! We still must save who we can.
For Solomon's sake! Was that rock worth all this? We should have just given it away.
This is not the time for such musings. We must save our people first.
I've got to quell the flames first. Got to get them out quickly. There was only one survivor.
This way.
Gods, to survive such hellfire.
Come now. Keep your wits about you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, you saved his life. Solomon, save us all.
How could we repay such kindness?
First, water. Bring water.
Water.
I've never seen anything like this. Was that rock worth a man's life? The healer must be... Oh, Lord of Light, the healer! Ah, dear Savior, I'm ashamed to ask, but...
What is it?
Please rescue our healer.
Well, he acted as bait to lure the bandits away, but he won't last long. As payment, I'll I'll give you this cursed thing. It's the source of all our misfortune. But it must be of some worth.
All right. I'll find him.
Get going! Yeah. Go. Run. Hiya! Hiya! Let's go. Ho! Ho! Faster! Yeah. Let's move.
It's a grey mane!
Get going! Yeah. Run. Hiya! Go! Faster! Go! Get going!
That must be the foolish healer.
Help. Oh, mighty Solomon, you have sent your apostle to me.
No, your friend sent me. You're the healer?
By Solomon's light, I knew they would never forsake me. Oh, how blessed I am for such friendship.
Do you know who torched your house?
You're damn right I do. Those scrotum-sucking blasphemers! Oh, Light's mercy, my apologies. The Lord's fury just flows through me. But gold-leaf thugs came to steal my stone. Oh, how did they... Oh, he warned this would happen.
Slow down. Who warned you?
A man in merchant's clothes. He warned me thieves would come for the stone. And that you'd come to save me. Come. He said you'd want to see him.
Is this man a prophet?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't even see his face. He just said that you may now see his value. And if so, to guide you to the eastern swamp. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah. Sounds like a merchant I know.
Well, I'm glad I'm guiding the right person.
Could you tell me more about the stone?
You mean that accursed rock? Well, one day, a boy named William came to me, pleading for me to help an injured farmer by the name of Bremer. As I stepped into what remained of the poor man's house, I was quickly enamored by a glowing stone at his side. Before I realized what I was doing, I had the stone nestled deep in my arms. Alas, the branch master of the gold leaves was after that very same stone. Solomon must be punishing me for my greed. Well, you're on your own from here. This is all the instruction I received. Well then, take care of yourself.
I heard there's gold on the Greymane's head. Then let's go hunt ourselves a Greymane.
You!
The Greymane!
Not here to fight.
Who the fuck asked?
We were setting off to find you anyway. The branch masters put a generous bounty on your head. 1 whole gold piece.
Seems a bit low.
No, you cheeky cunt. Get him! Kill him!
Please. These men have no sense of hospitality. I beg forgiveness on their behalf. Their aggression stems from a world in turmoil.
I'd say it's the other way around.
An insightful sentiment. I wish that it were otherwise. Perhaps it can be. Do you remember when we last met?
You had something to ask of me.
Indeed. You saw no value in the proposition then.
We never got that far.
But you can see it, can't you? The gold leaf name being tarnished beyond all recognition. All to satisfy our branch master's own selfish desires.
You take issue with him?
Splithorn is a blight upon our guild. We suffer as Hernan suffers. I merely wish us to turn over a new leaf. A return to our former glory. I want you to challenge our branch master to a Rakash.
Rakash?
It's a goblin term for a duel. I'm sure you've had your share. I know Splithorn well, and his insufferable arrogance. If you confront him publicly, his pride simply won't allow him to refuse.
What's in it for me?
The gold leaves vast network. And the weight of our coin, of course. I know you're in search of your comrades. And we could do much to aid you in that endeavor. Take your time. And think it over. If it sweetens the deal, know that Splithorn is a thorn in Hernan's side. I imagine the lords would be overjoyed to see a restructuring in our guild.
A merchant through and through.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Is this the guild headquarters?
Hear me! I challenge Branchmaster Splithorn to a Rakash!
You challenge me? Who are you to step into my domain and oppose me? You and the sly rat who put that word in your mouth will pay. Now I'll gladly take this opportunity to prove why the Gold Leaves answer to me!
The tyrant has fallen! Kill him! Tear him apart!
The blight has been purged. And this sly rat shall now take center stage. An era of darkness has ended. Our branches, once beset by rot, shall see new growth, and our efforts in Hernand shall finally bear fruit. This I vow as Branchmaster Shakatu!
We hope he keeps his end of the deal. Here unfolds a decisive battle between the Greymanes who fight for peace and the Blackbeards who seek to shatter it.
Die, Greymane!
You all right? Not really. Look out! Get back to camp. I'll meet you there.
In one piece, I hope.
Come at me, cock swagglers!
Go easy, will ya?
Come here, you sly fox.
Get your fat fingers off me!
You're all that's left. Must be lonely.
Mjordan!
Should have taken our offer when you had the chance. Look at yourselves. Peace. What good is that if you're all fucking dead?
My comrades died for a noble cause.
I'll tell you what's noble. Wine, wealth, and women. Those who follow me shall have all three. Get him! Greymane, tell me where it is.
No, never.
Never is a strong sentiment. I find nevers are quite malleable under pressure.
You'll never know.
Wrong answer. Better luck to the next Greymane. Give Gian my regards. Bring me the others. They want has begun.
I heard the goblins are hiring
I'm gonna get you. Ow, take your time.
Can you believe it? Banner's house was completely ransacked. They even took the horns off his goats. Bandits are running wild. Not a single soul.
What's the point in us paying taxes if it's only spent on pampering nobles?
Enough. Leave them as a lesson for others.
With the life shit as this, you've got to wonder if Solomon's even they're charging extra to use the windmill. Now I'll be lucky to turn calm.
Oh, there's even more people with swords rummaging about.
Well, I'll be damned. The Grey Man? Here of all places.
Masterpieces forged from fire.
Going for an unfortunate soul.
Open the gate.
Harvest Festival story. Feels like a war's gonna break out.
That's right. Their tenacity is how they got their name.
Oh! Wait. Seems like a permit. No clue where he got it.
He don't look like the troublemaking type.
Right. He can pass then.
Open the gate.
Head on through and find yourself inside.
Go on now.
My God. If that's true, then we are in for a whole lot of trouble.
It appears that the impenetrable shields may soon come into conflict.
Thieves have crawled themselves all the way down here.
No one's here. I should look around. What's this? Is this the place written on the invitation? I can't believe it.
Austin, we have a guest.
You? Were you the one who asked me to do good?
This is not the first time we've met. My name is Alastin. I oversee the Library of Providence. This place holds the records of the world's providence. Each record signifies a world. Thus, the Library of Providence is the center of all worlds.
What is the reason you've brought me here?
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness. We seek to correct this. So please, fulfill the mission GN desired.
You know Jen?
There will be time to discuss that later. What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted provenance. So please, honor Jian's will.
I asked if you know Jian.
Another intruder dares to covet my hoard. None but I are worthy to wield such wealth. This writhing worm doubted me. So I swiftly dispelled him of his doubt. It seems you require a similar lesson. No, this cannot be. If I am no longer worthy, then who can bear such burden? The weight of this crown. I now rule over naught but ruin.
The crow from the Reventine Monastery.
I still feel your lingering breath as silence fills the dark. Draven, my precious crow. May you find eternal rest in the dark of the void. And you, Greymane, shall wither away and rot in the earth's cold embrace. Your soul will never find peace.
I'm having a hard time finding any peace as it is. Have at it, witch!
When Umbra casts absolute darkness upon this land, the corpses of those foolish witches from Tareth will pile into a mountain. I shall stand atop that mountain and witness the arrival of true paradise. Yet, I wished for my son Draven to be by my side.
If you long to see your son forever.
So be it. Let us see how long you jest. I will twist your neck until that insolent mouth of yours is silenced. So that not even a whimper of pain escapes your lips. Then, I'll turn you inside out and grant you the agony of your limbs being torn apart for an eternity. In the end, your shredded soul will be part of the fighting world.
Draven. How about I claim you as my own, as my son?
Your words reek of deceit,
grant you wealth, power, and strength that is challenged by none.
Thought you could still feel Draven's breath?
A hideous fear always dwelled deep within that child. But you are different. You are perfection.
What a chilling compliment!
You will be mine, Greymane. I shall embrace you with a love deeper than what I ever gave to him.
You just needed a child to fulfill your own desires. This is the place.
Devil of the reed fields, I have come to claim your head.
Show yourself, coward!
You would take such a pitiful life as mine? Well, you're certainly not the first to try. My own father, if one could call him that. Came desperately seeking his bastard boy, when no sons were left of his noble line. But when he took one look at my leprous face, he called me a devil. Tried ending my life.
while.
Why won't you die? Care to guess? The mask.
Well, now that my secret has come to light, this dance shall resume some other day.
Running again?
Allow this poor man a brief respite, and look to your own health as well, until we meet again.
Are those the kids over there?
The townsfolk will suffer his deathly wrath. The spirit will punish us all! Halt! What? This don't concern you, outsider!
Where are the kids?
He's here to take the spirit's children! Kill him, quick! Before we incur his wrath! We cannot let him take the children! You got any idea what you're doing? The spirit will punish us all! Why on? The spirit of the mountain! Over there! We've all gone and doomed ourselves!
Shit.
Damn it. See why the bandits were scared to death.
It seems that there's a bit of uncertainty surrounding Crimson Desert, the promising action RPG developed by Pearl Abyss, the studio known for the successful MMORPG Black Desert Online. The game showcased numerous exciting features and gameplay during Gamescom 2023, sparking curiosity among fans. However, it left us with several questions, the most significant being the release date. For context, Crimson Desert was initially announced in November 2019 as a spin-off for Black Desert Online. It was later decided to make it a standalone game and transition it into a single-player open-world action RPG. The first proper gameplay reveal, which looked impressive, initially indicated a release window of winter 2021. However, in July 2021, an official announcement stated that the game had been delayed indefinitely. While new gameplay was showcased at Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023, featuring impressive content, the game's official social media accounts have been relatively silent since then. Notably, the trailer did not provide a release date or window. Recent updates come from research by a Korean stock exchange company, where a researcher named Kim Jin-gu mentioned that the launch timing for Crimson Desert has been pushed forward by 1 year to Q2 2025 from the previously suggested Q2 2024. In response to this information, Pearl Abyss reached out to WZCF Tech with an official statement, emphasizing that a new release date for Crimson Desert was never officially announced. It appears that there might be a pattern of silence from the studio after a delay, as observed in the past. Therefore, it's speculated that there might not be further official communication for a few months until a significant reveal, possibly at an event like Gamescom. Fans are hopeful that this upcoming reveal might include the final release date for Crimson Desert. Certainly hope so because after doing a ton of research on the game, I got even more excited for it, and I want to share everything I found. Of course, if you're also excited, leave a like to show your support and subscribe for more videos on Crimson Desert. So, as I said earlier, the game is a single-player action RPG with an open world and tons of different gameplay mechanics, side activities, and mini-games for you to interact with. The setting for this adventure is the world of Bhaal, consisting of various different kingdoms and regions with their own unique environments and cultures. The player character, a northern mercenary called Macduff, is haunted by their past. A short scene we saw depicting a younger Macduff likely confirms we'll learn why through flashbacks. Macduff won't be traveling alone, as you will befriend your own band of mercenaries, each with their own stories and skill sets to add to your party. They will be able to join you in combat, and from the looks of it, you're even able to take control of them, as we can see in this short gameplay clip with a more orcish-looking character wielding a great axe that seems to be part of our warband. The developers even note that there are other mercenary bands that Macduff will interact with, making me think we might be able to recruit characters from other adventuring parties too. While we obviously explore Macduff's troubled past and the stories of his traveling companions through the main story, there is another big mystery we have to solve, and that mystery has to do with these weird time dungeons. These distort time when you enter them and look very technologically advanced when you compare them to the more medieval structures visible in a lot of the footage. Not ideal what these do or who made them, but the developers have hinted that many important moments take place inside one of these time dungeons. We do get a look at a mysterious robed figure inside one of these time dungeons as Macduff draws their sword, so I doubt they're going to be nice enough to simply tell us. And let's go over combat. Actually, as there seems to be a lot of depth to it, Macduff's main set of weapons appears to be a sword and shield, allowing for some quick slashes and, of course, defensive blocks as well. I don't know if he's able to equip a different set of weapons, but as I said earlier, it does look like you're able to switch to a teammate and use their weapons and skill set. While Macduff does have access to are a lot of moves inspired by wrestling. The gameplay shows leg sweeps and running tackles to throw enemies on the ground, throwing an enemy at another one, or some rapid kicks and jump kicks. These moves allow you to break enemy guards and set them up for powerful finishing moves or to disarm them. When an enemy drops their weapon, their AI allows them to be pretty dynamic, either squaring up to you, fighting with their fists, running back to try to pick their weapon back up, or looking for another weapon they can fight with. So, melee combat already offers you a ton of options, but you can also attack enemies from range with your bow and arrow. The bow can fire both regular and explosive arrows that can be used for significant area of effect damage, but also to destroy structures in the environment to create an advantage for yourself. So, there's a lot of flexibility in the system, and I'm guessing we'll be able to expand our move set even further with new skills and meaningful loot, although we don't have any details on that yet. And while combat is looking pretty exciting, I think the main thing that sets Crimson Desert apart is the amount of other gameplay mechanics and activities in the game. Not all quests will involve combat. Some will just see you help out townsfolk by returning their cattle, for example. You can pick up these side quests from a notice board in town, where you can also see other missing creatures and a drawing of a card, which might be an escort mission. There are also puzzles and dungeons that likely lead to some nice loot, as well as hidden spots in the open world that can lead you to new areas. Since we know next to nothing about loot and other rewards, it's hard to say what's waiting for you at the end of these quests. You can find more relaxing pastime activities too, like fishing, which has its own minigame. Additionally, there's cooking, playing music, or betting on any animals you come across. Traversal looks very exciting. To be honest, simply traversing the beautiful lands of Bhaal is what looks the most exciting to me. One reason for that is that the protagonist, Macduff, might as well be the lead in a new Assassin's Creed game, as he can climb buildings, rocky surfaces, and trees. I'm not sure if it works the same as in AC or if the game will employ a Breath of the Wild-esque stamina system, but either way, you'll be able to reach a lot of different places like this. You can also use some sort of vault for extra height on your jumps or swing from ropes and then transition back into climbing. If you happen to fall, you also have this black feathered cloak that allows you to glide. This will help you get back to land after exploring the floating ruins in the sky, which remind me a lot of the Sky and Tears of the Kingdom. You can also use this glide for other purposes. Ability when exploring the world in a hot air balloon because, yes, there are also a lot of different means of traversal, including aerial ones. Your main means of transport, other than your feet, of course, will be your horse, which you need to tame as well from the looks of it, and they look really fast. They can even drift to take a speedy corner, and you can also leap off of them, and then use your feathered cloak to glide really far. I do hope the horse is okay after this, though. You can also ride horse carts or steal them from innocent villagers if you want to play a bit more villainous, which also triggers some sort of wanted system, as you can see in the corner of the screen. Other mounts that have been mentioned but not shown are donkeys, camels, and elephants. You're also able to travel bodies of water in a rowing boat. By far the most exciting potential mount on the menu is a dragon. You can see it flying and dodging a ton of projectiles with barrel rolls. And just in case you're still doubting whether this is a one-off scene, dragons were confirmed as mounts by the developers. I do hope that means we get to find and tame different breeds of dragons, but that is just wishful thinking on my end. While it is obvious that the game is super ambitious, I still want to see more before I'm convinced that Pearl Abyss can actually deliver on their promises. I still have a ton of questions regarding the gameplay because, while we've seen some cool individual elements, it's still not clear to me how it all fits together. On top of that, we also don't know on what consoles the game will be released. PC seems likely, but as of an investor call in February last year, the studio stated that any talks about PlayStation or Xbox exclusivity have been inconclusive. Keep in mind that exclusivity talks can also lead to an exclusive mission or outfit for one of the two platforms. So, at this point, it is still likely the game will release on both Sony and Microsoft consoles, but keep in mind that this can still change. I'm hoping those questions will be answered in the future. But as I said, with the release date likely being moved to 2025, it will be a while before we hear more about Crimson Desert. When we learn more, we will, of course, let you know here. So, subscribe to not miss anything. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and watch our previous one on all big games coming in 2024 by clicking on the screen. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Crimson Desert, unraveling the tapestry of gaming history, as the gaming community eagerly awaits the release of Crimson Desert, developed by Pearl Abyss. It's time to embark on a journey through the annals of gaming history that have led to the creation of this highly anticipated title. In this article, we'll delve into the origins, inspirations, and evolution of Crimson Desert, exploring the rich tapestry that defines this upcoming open-world action-adventure game. The Pearl Abyss legacy, Crimson Desert, emerges from the legacy of Pearl Abyss, the renowned South Korean game development studio known for its groundbreaking MMORPG, Black Desert Online. The success and acclaim of Black Desert Online laid the foundation for the ambitious vision of Crimson Desert. Evolution from MMORPG to action-adventure, while Black Desert Online was a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, Crimson Desert signifies a shift towards a single-player, narrative-driven experience. This evolution reflects the studio's commitment to pushing boundaries and exploring new dimensions of gaming. Literary and cinematic influences, Crimson Desert draws inspiration from fantasy epics, both literary and cinematic. The game weaves a complex narrative reminiscent of classic fantasy novels while incorporating visual elements that pay homage to iconic fantasy films. This amalgamation promises a captivating and immersive storytelling experience. A world rich in lore, the lore of Crimson Desert is crafted with meticulous attention to detail, creating a world rich in history, mythology, and intrigue. Players can expect to uncover ancient secrets, encounter mythical beings, and navigate a narrative landscape that reflects the depth of the fantasy genre. Cutting-edge graphics and visual realism, Crimson Desert showcases the technological prowess of Pearl Abyss, leveraging cutting-edge graphics and visual realism. The game is designed to deliver a visually stunning and immersive experience, pushing the boundaries of what is achievable in the current gaming landscape. Seamless open-world exploration. One of the defining features of Crimson Desert is its seamless open-world exploration. The game promises a vast and dynamic world, allowing players to traverse diverse landscapes, encounter unique creatures, and immerse themselves in a living, breathing environment. Impactful choices and consequences. Crimson Desert introduces a narrative structure where player choices carry weight and lead to meaningful consequences. The branching storylines ensure that each player's journey through the game is unique, fostering a sense of agency and personal investment in the unfolding narrative. Character development and progression. Character development in Crimson Desert goes beyond mere skill progression. The game aims to forge a deep connection between players and their in-game personas, with character choices and experiences shaping both the gameplay and the overarching story. A convergence of single-player and multiplayer. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, the game hints at potential multiplayer elements. This convergence allows players to share their experiences, engage in cooperative gameplay, and participate in events that foster a sense of community within the expansive world. Ongoing support and content updates. Pearl Abyss has expressed its commitment to providing ongoing support for Crimson Desert post-launch. This includes regular content updates, expansions, and potentially new features based on player feedback, ensuring a dynamic and evolving gaming experience. As Crimson Desert stands on the precipice of release, the gaming community can anticipate a title that transcends genres, delivering an immersive experience rooted in the past while embracing the future of gaming. Get ready to unravel the tapestry of Crimson Desert, where every decision and discovery shapes an epic journey. Crimson Desert is not a direct sequel but shares thematic elements and lore with Black Desert Online. It represents a new narrative and gameplay direction for Pearl Abyss. Details about the monetization model of Crimson Desert have not been fully disclosed. Players can expect information closer to the release date. While primarily a single-player game, Crimson Desert may incorporate multiplayer elements, fostering community engagement and cooperative gameplay. The confirmed platforms for Crimson Desert include PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Specific details about compatibility and release dates on each platform will be revealed by the developers. Player choices in Crimson Desert will have meaningful consequences, influencing character development, story progression, and potentially leading to different outcomes. Crimson Desert gameplay unveiled, a deep dive into the action-packed adventure. As the gaming world anticipates the release of Crimson Desert, Pearl Abyss's upcoming action-adventure game, it's time to explore the intricacies of the gameplay that promise to redefine the open-world genre. In this article, we'll take a comprehensive look at the features, mechanics, and innovations that make Crimson Desert a title worth waiting for. Vast and diverse landscapes. Crimson Desert offers players a vast and diverse open world to explore. From sprawling deserts to dense forests and towering mountain ranges, the game's landscapes are rich in detail and variation. The seamless transition between different regions ensures a continuous and immersive gaming experience. Dynamic day-night cycle and weather systems. The game introduces a dynamic day-night cycle and realistic weather systems. As players navigate the open world, they will witness the changing lighting conditions, weather patterns, and the impact of these elements on both the environment and gameplay. Action-oriented combat. Crimson Desert features an action-oriented combat system that emphasizes skill and strategy. Players can expect fluid and responsive combat mechanics, allowing for a wide range of attacks, combos, and special moves. The game's combat system aims to strike a balance between accessibility and depth. Character abilities and progression. Players can unlock and upgrade a variety of character abilities, ranging from powerful combat skills to utility moves. The progression system ensures that as characters gain experience, they become more proficient in combat, introducing a sense of growth and empowerment. Branching storylines and player choices. Crimson Desert boasts a narrative-driven approach with branching storylines and impactful player choices. Decisions made throughout the game influence the direction of the story, shaping character relationships and ultimately determining the game's outcome. Immersive quest design. Quests in Crimson Desert are designed to be immersive and meaningful. From epic main quests that drive the overarching narrative to side quests that delve into the lore of the world, players can expect a diverse range of quests that contribute to the depth of the gaming experience. Mounts as companions. Mounts in Crimson Desert serve as more than just a means of transportation. They become loyal companions, aiding players in both exploration and combat. The game encourages strategic usage of mounts, offering unique abilities and advantages during various gameplay scenarios. Mount customization and upgrades. Players can customize and upgrade their mounts, enhancing their abilities and appearance. The bond between the player and their mount becomes an integral part of the gaming experience, fostering a sense of connection and partnership. Single-player focus with cooperative elements. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, it introduces cooperative elements that allow players to engage with friends and the wider gaming community. This blend of single-player focus and multiplayer engagement adds a social dimension to the game. Events and ongoing support. Pearl Abyss emphasizes ongoing support for Crimson Desert, promising regular events, updates, and expansions. This commitment to post-launch content ensures that the game remains dynamic, with new challenges and experiences for players to discover over time. As Crimson Desert approaches its release, anticipation builds for the epic journey that awaits players. From the vast landscapes to the intricate combat mechanics and the richness of the narrative, Crimson Desert is shaping up to be a game that offers not just a gaming experience but an adventure of a lifetime. Crimson Desert will feature dynamic events and challenges in the open world, providing players with spontaneous and engaging experiences. Player choices in Crimson Desert are designed to have a significant impact on the narrative, influencing character relationships and determining the outcome of the story. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, the cooperative multiplayer elements are integrated, offering players the option to engage with others in certain aspects of the game. Crimson Desert will feature a variety of mounts, ranging from traditional horses to fantastical creatures. Each mount will have unique abilities and advantages. Pearl Abyss has committed to providing ongoing support for Crimson Desert, including regular events, updates, and expansions. The frequency of updates will be disclosed closer to the game's release. Crimson Desert Weapons, unleashing the arsenal of power and strategy. The Crimson Blades are versatile, dual-wielded weapons that offer a balance between speed and precision. With a focus on swift strikes and combos, players wielding Crimson Blades can engage in fast-paced combat, swiftly dispatching foes with a flurry of strikes. The Desert Scimitar is a curved blade designed for slashing attacks, making it particularly effective in close-quarters combat. Its design is influenced by the harsh environment of the game world, allowing players to execute powerful swings and cleave through adversaries. The Sandstalker Bow is a specialized ranged weapon crafted for precision and accuracy. Archers can utilize a variety of arrows, each with unique effects, to engage enemies from a distance. The bow's design incorporates elements inspired by the desert landscape. The Mystic Crossbow combines mystical energies with crossbow technology, providing a ranged option with magical enhancements. Players can harness enchanted bolts and bolts imbued with elemental properties to diversify their approach to combat. The Sandstorm Greatsword is a colossal weapon that delivers devastating blows in exchange for slower attack speed. Wielding this mighty greatsword allows players to unleash powerful cleaves and AoE attacks, making it effective against groups of enemies. The Golem Maul, a massive hammer infused with ancient energies, is designed to crush enemies with sheer force. Its impact can stagger foes, leaving them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. The Golem Maul is a formidable choice for those who favor raw power. The Phoenix Staff is a magical artifact that channels the power of fire. Mages can unleash fiery spells and AoE attacks, turning the tide of battle with destructive magical forces. The staff's design incorporates intricate details inspired by mythical creatures. The Abyssal Wand taps into the forces of darkness, allowing wielders to cast shadowy spells and debuff enemies. Its unique design reflects the sinister nature of the weapon, making it an ideal choice for those who seek to control the shadows. The Sandstorm Grenade is a tactical gadget that unleashes a localized sandstorm, disorienting and blinding enemies caught within its radius. This gadget provides a strategic advantage, allowing players to control the battlefield and create opportunities for attack. The Ethereal Trap is a deployable gadget that ensnares enemies in an ethereal field. Once triggered, the trap immobilizes and weakens adversaries, providing players with a tactical advantage in both combat and strategic scenarios. Mastering the Art of War, Crimson Desert Skills Guide. The Crimson Slash combo is a fundamental melee skill that forms the backbone of the combat system. It allows players to execute a series of swift slashes, chaining together precise strikes to create devastating combos. Mastery of this skill is essential for engaging in close-quarters combat. The Desert Storm Evade is an evasive maneuver that allows players to quickly maneuver through the battlefield, avoiding enemy attacks with finesse. When timed correctly, this skill not only provides defensive capabilities but also sets the stage for counterattacks. Hawk's Precision Shot is a ranged skill that enables archers to deliver a precise and powerful shot at a targeted enemy. This skill rewards accuracy, making it an ideal choice for players who prefer to engage adversaries from a distance with deadly precision. Serpentine Volley is a ranged skill that allows players to unleash a volley of arrows in a sweeping pattern, covering a wider area. This skill is particularly effective against groups of enemies, providing crowd control capabilities in ranged combat scenarios. Inferno Wave is a magical skill that summons a wave of fire, dealing damage to enemies in its path. Mages can utilize this skill strategically to control the battlefield, inflict area of effect damage, and create opportunities for follow-up attacks. Umbral Nova is a dark magic skill that releases a burst of shadowy energy, weakening and debuffing enemies within its radius. This skill adds a layer of tactical depth, allowing players to disrupt enemy formations and gain an advantage in battles. Sandstorm Surge is a specialized skill that taps into the environmental elements of the game world. It creates a localized sandstorm, impairing enemy vision and providing cover for tactical maneuvers. This skill is versatile, offering both offensive and defensive advantages. Phantom Mirage is a specialized skill that grants players a temporary illusionary duplicate, confusing enemies and diverting their attention. This skill is invaluable for evading attacks, creating openings for strategic positioning, and outmaneuvering opponents. Crimson Desert features skill trees that allow players to customize their characters based on their preferred playstyles. As characters gain experience and progress, they can unlock new skills, enhance existing ones, and choose development paths that suit their combat preferences. Mastery of individual skills unlocks advanced combos and synergies. Players can experiment with different combinations of skills to create personalized combat styles, making each encounter a dynamic and strategic experience.